I've generated nearly 1 million followers without dancing or pointing at text. Nothing wrong with that, but most creators think going viral requires following trends all the time. But after analyzing my top performing videos, I discovered a completely different approach that not only gets views, but actually converts viewers into loyal fans. Here's the truth. Going viral isn't actually that hard. What's hard is turning those viral moments into something sustainable. Something that builds a real community around your work. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I've done this, bridging the two completely different worlds of funeral service and music to build a community called the Mortals that's now the backbone of literally everything that I do. Let me start with a confession. I used to chase trends. I'd see what was working for other creators and try to replicate it. The result? Crickets. Or I'd get views, but they'd never translate to anything meaningful, which is probably worse. That's the viral trap that most creators fall into. They optimize for views instead of optimizing for connection. Think about it this way. Would you rather have a video that gets 1 million views from people who never engage with you again? Or would you rather have 10,000 views from people who become die-hard supporters of nearly everything that you do? What I would choose. The math is pretty simple. If just 1% of those 10,000 viewers join a paid community at $5 a month, that's a $500 a month recurring revenue stream for you from one video. That compounds with every piece of content you create. But here's where most creators go wrong. They think the goal of short form is to go viral. The goal is to convert viewers into fans. That requires a completely different approach. The breakthrough for me came when I stopped trying to be what I thought would work on social media and started being exactly who I am. I'm a funeral director who's also a musician and also an idiot. I know, not exactly what you'd expect to go viral on TikTok, but that's precisely why it worked. Because instead of being the 500th creator doing the same dance, I was the only one talking about what it's like to guide families through their darkest moments and how that connects to creating music. And this is what I call the 80-20 principle of authentic content. 80% of your content should be your core identity. The thing that makes you uniquely you. For me, that's the intersection of death care and music. And the remaining 20% can be more experimental. Look at my most successful videos. They're not the ones where I tried to follow trends. They're the ones where I shared genuine insights from my experience. Like the 5 things funeral directors never tell you, or behind the scenes moments of recording in my home studio, or me crying at my cousin's grave. These videos work because they do 3 things simultaneously. First, they provide genuine value through unique insights. Second, they showcase my authentic personality. And third, they create this clear path to deeper connection. You know what you're getting into when you come and watch my videos. And that third point is where the magic happens, because viral content without a conversion strategy is just simply attention. Look at me until the video's over, and then people go and stop looking at you. That should be a viral video. So how do you actually convert viewers into fans? This is where what I call bridge content comes in. Bridge content sits between your viral short form videos and your deeper long form content. This one, it's designed specifically to move people from casual viewers to engaged community members. Casual to engaged. Casual freeing to engage, put a ring on it. For example, when one of my funeral director videos goes viral, I don't just hope people will somehow find my music or join my community. Then create a specific piece of bridge content that connects the dots, A to B. I might share how a conversation with a grieving family inspired a specific song, then invite viewers to hear the full story on my podcast or join the Mortals community for early access to the music itself. The key is creating a clear, compelling path that feels like this natural step, and it's not a sales pitch. People don't want to be sold to ever. Here you go. Here is my exact formula. 1, create short-form content that showcases your unique perspective. 2, within that content, plant a seed about a deeper story or insight. And 3, direct interested viewers to a specific piece of bridge content. 4, use that bridge content to invite them into your community. This isn't about tricking people into following you. It's about giving them a clear path to connect more deeply if they resonate with your message. Let them make the decision. And the results, they speak for themselves. My conversion rate from viral video to community member is 3 times higher when I use bridge content compared to direct calls to action. Calls to action don't work in the video. Have the calls to action maybe be in the captions. Now let's get tactical. How do you actually implement this in your content strategy? I use a simple weekly content calendar that balances different types of content, along with Poppy AI, which I'll link in the description. Monday, music-focused content. New releases, behind the scenes, that's Monday. Wednesday, bridge content, how my two worlds connect. And Fridays, lifestyle, personal content, merch, family, daily life. And the weekends, educational funeral content, preserving my expertise, of course. This rotation ensures I'm consistently serving different segments of my audience while always providing clear pathways to deeper connection. The key is consistency in your core identity, that 80%, while allowing for variety in your topics and format, the 20%. There's a method to the madness. Here's a crucial insight, people. I don't post the same content across all my platforms. I tailor the approach. Now, the videos might seem no, they're not. Just little tweaks. Instagram, more lifestyle, music, merch content. TikTok, educational content. Storytelling from the both worlds. And YouTube is deeper dives into music creation, podcast episodes, website, and emails. That's exclusive content for the Mortals community. This platform-specific approach ensures that I'm meeting people where they are with content optimized for that environment. You're going quail hunting, and you show up without, knowing what a quail is. Now, how do you know if your strategy is working? Most creators focus on the wrong metrics. I did for a very long time. Views, likes, and follower counts are vanity metrics, people. Feel good, but they do not pay bills or build sustainable businesses. I learned that the hard way. Instead, I track these 4 metrics religiously. Number 1, community growth rate. New members joining the Mortals each week. Number 2, content to community conversion. Which specific videos drive the most community joins? And 3, retention rate. How many people stay in the community after 30, 60, and 90 days? 4, revenue per community member. Average spend on merch, music, and membership. These are all important. These metrics tell me exactly what's working and what isn't, allowing me to double down on the content that actually converts and toss the stuff that no one seems to care about. For example, I discovered that my behind the music videos convert 2.5 times better than my educational funeral content, even though the funeral content often gets more views. That insight completely changed my content strategy. Stop chasing views. Got it. So there you have it. Literally the exact strategy I've used to turn viral moments into a thriving community of supporters. And it's always growing and it's always evolving. Remember, going viral isn't the goal. Building meaningful connection is. And that happens. It happens when you embrace your unique perspective. That 80-20 rule. Get that in your head. Create strategic bridge content. When you implement a consistent platform-specific content calendar. And when you measure the metrics that actually matter, not the vanity ones. If you want to see this strategy in action, join the Mortals with code MORTALME for a month of free access to the Mortals community. You're going to be able to experience firsthand how I convert viewers into community members. You're going to be able to see the content that I am posting and see if there are elements that you can adapt for your own content strategy. And speaking of the Mortals, I'm going to link Fourth Wall. You got to join if you want to build your community. And if you found this valuable, make sure to subscribe for more insights on building authentic connections in the digital age.
You're crazy to do that.
Because in a world of endless content, genuine connection is literally the ultimate currency. I appreciate you watching. I will see you at the next one. And that's me on YouTube. Thanks for subscribing. Cheers.